Hi everybody, this is Joe from PrepAgent. And as you guys know, we try and get you guys past the exam by explaining things in a simple and concise manner. We do it via webinars, we have products that are built on our online system that are really easy to use. Basically, we understand that it's scary to start a new career, especially if you haven't taken an exam for a really long time. We get that, so we try and keep it concise and keep it simple so you guys can learn the concepts and move on to a new career. But with that being said, we don't always do the pre-licensing courses. We focus a lot on passing the exam. And putting together all the required courses for each state could take us away from focusing on that goal of explaining concepts in a simple manner. So what we decided to do was look for a partner that shared our values, that shared our understanding for people starting a new career, and also had technology that was up to date with the modern era. No more of this archaic things that looked like it was built in 1982. So we looked and we came across AceableAgent. And we found that AceableAgent not only shared our values, but also did all the things I just mentioned. They provide pre-licensing courses in many of the states that we do not. And they do it in a very clean, concise manner that is beautifully done. I recommend you guys check out their platform. Let me show you some images of their platform so you can see what I'm talking about. First thing you'll notice when you go into the user control panel, everything is laid out in a way where it makes it super easy to follow. You're not clicking around everywhere to find out what to do next. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, Level 4, pretty self-explanatory. And it also shows when you complete a level and what's next. In addition to this layout, what I really like is when you go into the course, I love how everything is laid out in this super clean manner. Not a lot of confusing extra hoo-has and little gadgets that make things a little confusing and complicated. They also have a wonderful audio that almost sounds like you're in Disney World, the way it comes out so clean and so well done. Incorporated into these lessons, they have videos embedded. These videos are done by real professionals in the industry, and they're edited beautifully. So every so often, you'll see videos that incorporate real-life examples of the concept that you're studying at that time. So in addition to the examples being the videos I just mentioned, they also have blue boxes which illustrate an example so you understand you can put these concepts into real-life terms. And this is so great because although it's a required course, it's also what you need to know to pass your real estate exam. So when you do come to me and you want to prepare for the real estate exam, the big day, you're not starting from scratch. As we always talk about, don't wait till the last minute to learn everything. This course is going to help you pass the real estate exam as you're learning things as you're taking the required course, so when you do prepare for that day, you're ready to go. After all, it is required, but you may as well learn something while you're doing it, right? They even have images of contracts to use when you practice real estate. For example, here's an addendum for coastal area property. So they talk about what is needed when you sell real estate on the coast. They show you the addendum that you'll actually use. And this isn't the only one. They show many examples of different contracts that come up in actual real estate practice, which should be interesting to you if you do want to practice real estate, which I assume you do. That's why you're taking this exam. So looking at those contracts should be really helpful for you. As you go through the course, you're going to see really cleanly laid out questions. And whether you get the question right or wrong, it's going to give you an explanation of that question, which I love. Because as you know, if you use the PrepAgent program, we work really hard in explaining concepts, not just telling you right or wrong, but making sure you understand what you did. Because it's all good and well to try and memorize things, but sometimes it's better to have a good understanding. Because after all, if you just memorize it and the question you memorize does not show up exactly as you memorized it on the exam, you're in trouble. But if you have a basic understanding of the concept, then you'll be okay if the question varies a little bit from what you learned. Because if you have a basic understanding of the concept, it won't matter if the question is not exactly like what you learned when studying. Your understanding will give you a little versatility to answer a different question. I hope you're starting to see why I'm so excited about our partnership with AceableAgent. Not only do I have the t-shirt, but I also believe in what they're doing. A few points I want to reiterate about their program before I go is that it's 100% online. Everything's convenient, accessible, and affordable, so you do the course on your own time. In this day and age, if something's not online, you probably should not use them. They should at least have an online option. Nothing against in-person classes, but anybody who's up to date with everything has an online presence. And AceableAgent's online presence is fantastic, which is obviously something I believe in, as we built PrepAgent around this premise of having a strong online learning program. The other thing I love is that they have an app. So we already said that sitting in front of the class may be too cumbersome, but if also sitting in front of your computer is too time consuming, you just don't have the schedule to do it, there's also an app so you can learn on the go. So while you're waiting online at the post office, or maybe you're in the stands watching your kid's game and you want to glance over because you got a big test coming up, you can study from your phone. The app is well done, it's clean, and I think you'll really enjoy using it. As I mentioned before, the format of their program is really clean. There's quizzes, videos, level assessments, audio features, even study guides. They do guarantee their product, so if you don't pass, you do get your money back. And this was important to me because if I'm going to back it and I'm going to speak about AceableAgent, I want to know everybody's happy. So I really appreciate that they stand behind their product, they stand behind their course. So if you don't pass or if you have any issues, they give you the money back guarantee, and you can check that on their website. If you need more help beyond what I just mentioned, they do have instructor support ready to go that can help you answer any questions. Just send them an email and they'll get back to you with a nice explanation of that concept you're struggling with. And of course, I encourage you always use their study tools, which have mastery tracking, key terms, study guides, and highlights topics you need to practice before the exam. That's great because when you come to us at PrepAgent, you know what you want to focus on. There are bundle plans that will give you access to both Aceable's pre-licensing course and the different PrepAgent videos and documents. So I recommend you check that out because we have worked something out where it can make it more affordable and you can access both programs. The 3 bundle packages they offer are the Essentials, Ace the Exam, and Ultimate Interactive. The Essentials includes all required course content, light study tools, 200 plus practice questions, access to fun learning games through Quizlet, a fun online interactive study tool, and math plus vocab cheat sheets. Instructors will be available to answer questions via email and more. Ace the Exam includes everything in the Essentials package, plus 75 fun exam prep videos, 70 supplemental audio lessons, digital flashcards, a 100-page exam prep ebook, and so much more. Ultimate Interactive is best for social learners who want something closer to a traditional classroom, but the convenience of online courses. It includes everything from the other 2 bundles, plus the ability to schedule a one-on-one tutoring session with an expert, access to live webinars 5 days a week, access to a webinar archive, and live Q&A during the Facebook Fridays webinar. Feel free to get the package that's best for you. Personally, I recommend the Ace the Exam package, but everybody learns in a different way, and those options are there for that reason. I hope you are as excited about this as I am. We have really worked hard to get people past the real estate exam, but this has always been lacking in what we offer. And now hopefully this will complete the puzzle so you can get your license starting from A to Z. From the moment you decide you want to enter real estate to the moment you're signed up with a broker selling homes. It starts with getting those required courses done. That's where Aceable will come in. And then there's that big hurdle of passing the exam. That's where we'll come in. So I want you to check out those bundle packages, see what works for you, and get going with getting your real estate license so you can achieve your goals of financial freedom, flexibility, and all the other great things that come along with a real estate career. This is Joe from PrepAgent. Have a great day. Bye.